Hello everybody. As I promised, I'm going to do the video today going into a little bit more in depth about my BP, Bell's palsy, that ended up being cancer and all the blessings I've found in that. I do want to give you a heads up that the next one I'm thinking about doing is going to talk about addictions, drug addiction, and some of what we've been through in our own family involving that, for anybody out there that might be dealing with that as well. This one I'm hoping to help anybody who might be going through cancer or some other serious illness or even serious emotional pain. But what I basically want you to know is this. When my Bell's palsy started, I didn't even really notice at first. My family did. I think it was my wife and or my daughter who said, what's wrong with your face? In case you haven't noticed, it sags a little bit this. I got a Buddy Hackett smile going on. So I guess the first thing I realized from that was, I never considered myself to be a Cary Grant or Adonis, but I did always, think I had a good personality and good speaking ability. Well, in case you haven't noticed, this has changed my ability to speak, and it's caused me to get on with my life and move on doing the same things I would have done anyway, even though now I know a lot of people who had Bell's palsy. A lot of these same symptoms are Bell's palsy, but could also be cancer for some. Now shy away from people. They're afraid to talk to people. They're afraid to be seen in public. They think people are staring at them. No, move on. You are not your face or your body or anything else. You are in here. You are the Holy Spirit within you if you let it shine. And so that was the first blessing I got from that. And I think within that, another blessing was my connection with the Lord has gotten stronger. Another blessing would be, at a year, I ran into an ENT doctor who I really like a lot. He and his wife have an office in Venice. And he said, "You've had BP for a year and nobody's had you in for an MRI," and told me of cases where he had seen where people got diagnosed with Bell's palsy and ended up being cancer. Went and had the MRI done, and the MRI came back clean, supposedly. Um, so now we're at 2 years, and it's really, the pain is getting unbearable. I can't sleep at night, and I've had to take some stuff to help sleep. I've got a growth now the size of a golf ball showing up on this side of the face. So I go back to the guy, and I'm like, this can't just be Bell's palsy. There's something. He's like, you're right, there's a growth. Let's run some more scans. Now they believe it's probably been cancer all along. So another blessing, 2 years went by, and the cancer never spread. They ran all kinds of scans on me, and the only place was right here is where it was. Another blessing, my brother went through cancer about 4 to 5 years ago, and they ran him through radiation, chemo, and all that, and he has still long-lasting bad side effects from doing that. His one oncologist basically told him, that's the one doing the radiation, basically, we give up on you. You might as well just resign yourself to die. We shoot this stuff and it comes right back. And his other oncologist, he always have two, I don't know why, one's for the chemo, one's for the radiation, said, no, 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 we're not done. We're going to try this brand new immunotherapy, which at that time was really, really new. He was one of the guinea pigs on it. And within a short period of time, just a couple of months, his cancer was gone. And so obviously I'm thinking, well, that's what I want. I don't want radiation and chemo. Give me that. Well, the doctors still aren't confident with immunotherapy, so first they wanted to start me out with surgery, sent me to Fort Myers, get a surgeon guy to look at it. He said, I looked at those scans and I can't do the surgery. Where it's located, it's just too dangerous. Now they want to do chemo and radiation. So again, the radiation guy says, I can't do radiation right where that's at. That's too close up here in your head or whatever. For whatever reason, he couldn't do it. I think just another blessing from God, because I ended up on the immunotherapy. Keytruda is the one they started me on. He was going to start on something else and then switch to the Keytruda, probably another blessing. I mean, we don't always know where our blessings are coming from, what they are, but the bottom line is, after one treatment, the swelling had gone down and the pain had gone down considerably. I've had 2 treatments so far. I get them once every 3 weeks. They're infusions. and I'm getting ready to go in for another one this coming Monday. But after 2 treatments, the swelling's almost completely gone. I mean, I don't see any bulging at all over there, and I have very little pain at all compared to what I had before. So obviously, another big blessing. So even in the darkest of times, we can find blessings if we choose to look for them. And I think, again, I could go on and on. There's more, but I don't want to make these videos real long. So hope this helps somebody, and feel free to post on our group if you're in there. And if I can find the off button, I'll turn this off. Hope everybody has a blessed day and a blessed month, and I'll talk to you soon.